Oh, hey! Oh, hey!
Hi, I'm Timothy Williams,
Hi, I'm Chance Goofy.
and we would like to say thanks for tuning in to Keeping It Real Talk Show. And tonight, Chance, our viewers are in for a treat on tonight.
Oh yeah, what's the treat?
What's the treat? The treat is, I've got a good friend down in London in the United Kingdom,
Okay.
by the way of Minister Rogers, well-known artist, gospel artist, and he can sing. I've been watching some of his clips, and we're going to play some of his clips.
We bow down and worship Yahweh. 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 Take that one. We bow down and worship Yahweh. Tell me somebody worship with me. We
Minister Rogers is with us today by the way of Skype. So how you doing today, Minister Rogers?
Listen, I'm glad to be here with you guys on your TV show. I'm good. It's just great to be here with you guys today.
Definitely. So how is it over in London today?
Wow, London, what can I say? Very cold, grey and damp.
Wow.
We're really chilly and wet at the moment.
Uh-huh.
We had a heat wave last week, actually, and now the heat wave has actually gone. So now we're just here in the cold weather. I know your country is well hot now.
Yes, it is, man. We have weathers like 90 some to 100 degrees.
Wow.
It is hot here.
Real hot.
My God. I mean, over here you can see I've got a jacket on.
Right.
I'm back in and the weather outside is so cold and
Wow.
and it's wet tonight. But when we had the heat wave last week, we went up to about 40 degrees and that was good.
Oh, wow.
40.
40. We said 40, right? Wow. So,
40 degrees.
wow. So pretty much it stays pretty cool in London, huh?
Yes, it's pretty cool. It's always, people know us to always have a gray sky.
Uh-huh.
Always gray.
Right. So when we come to London, we better bring some jackets, huh?
Yeah, you gotta bring some jackets on and some. I know you guys like to wear hoodies a lot. Those hoodies.
Right.
Yeah, we wear them a lot here as well. But I mean,
Definitely. So tell us a little bit about, your preacher kid and all that good stuff. So tell us your testimony about, being a preacher's kid.
Wow, what can I say? A preacher's kid. My father is a pastor of one of the A&E churches, and my mother, they're both pastors of the A&E church. I lost my dad about 3 years ago, so my mom is now the pastor and running the church of St. Mark's A&E Pentecostal Church. Man, as a preacher's son, it was very hard growing up some of the time, most of the time, as, people are expecting certain, lifestyles of how we were living. And
Right.
I got in the, we would say, the ghetto. I don't know if you guys call it the ghetto.
Oh yeah, we call it the ghetto here too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I grew up in the ghetto. It's a place called Brixton
Uh-huh.
in London. Now Brixton, everywhere around the world, they say it reminds them of like New York, downtown New York.
Uh-huh.
But Brixton is like one of London's most notorious places.
Right.
And growing up as a young, child and being a pastor's kid, it was quite hard because, going to school and going to shops for your dad and stuff, you have some guys that may just say, hey, there's a preacher's kid, let's try and bully him, let's try
Right.
and, he's a soft guy. So you have to kind of grow yourself to be tough in the ghetto.
Right. That's right.
But you have to kind of keep the morals as a pastor's kid. So I grew up in Brixton, went through so much, many things and many phases in life. I was, so drunk. I was out there,
Right.
doing what, to make money and to make, a life and, and just went through so much phases in life. And through all this, my father never knew that, I was
Wow.
really out there doing some stuff. I used to see a lot of these, pastor friends, and they used to, see me in certain areas and certain blocks, and they would say,
Uh-huh.
this can't work, what are you doing out here? I said, it's cool, it's okay, I'm just hanging with friends, but not letting them too tough know what I was getting up to. But one day, I had a good talk with my dad, and I said, Dad, as much as you're the pastor, I'm your son, you're my father, I need to let you know where I'm at, because, it got so deep that, I was hanging with some serious guys, and, at any time things can go off and stuff. We used to have police raiding my house, and my dad's a pastor, and my dad used to think, what is going on here?
Right.
And, I just went through so much stuff, and this was when I was the age of about 15, 16.
Uh-huh.
I'm still young now, guys. I'm still young.
Right.
This was when I was about 15, 16 growing up. I used to play professional soccer. You guys call it soccer. You know soccer?
Definitely. Yeah,
We call it football.
we call it football. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, so it's the other way around, but you guys call football American football, isn't it?
That's it. That's it.
And call it American football rugby.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, we call it rugby here in London. So anyway, I used to play professional soccer. Well, I was getting so great and playing in the football, in soccer field. I was getting well recognized with some big teams and stuff. And then, my mother noticed that, this, was going a bit too far. But then she sent me to America, to New York.
Right.
Like, try and get me out of the hood.
Right.
She was sending me to a deeper hood.
Uh-huh.
So, I went to New York at the age of 17, and my mum said she's going to try out with me living out there with my auntie. And I stayed at a place called Flatbush,
Uh-huh.
down in New York, and I was there for about a year. And America taught me too much. My mummy had to come and sit me out. So that place just had me on a different level.
Right.
So I came back to England at the age of 19. I started to kind of, I need to wind down, find myself, and continue to live my life. And I'm growing up.
Right.
Things are changing now. So
That's right.
I had friends that passed away, that got shot down. Friends that went to prison, and they were very close to me. And I just said, what? I've got to get out of this, but it's going to be healthy. My dad had to go to crusade one time, and I said to my dad, I can sing, And he said,
Right.
no, I don't want you on my church pulpit.
Uh-huh.
I don't want you around my church. You're not ready for this. You're ready for
Right.
that time. I said, Dad, listen, I can sing. He never believed I could sing.
Uh-huh.
Growing up in my days, I used to listen a lot to Jodeci.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Jodeci, mint condition.
Right.
You don't mind if I go there tonight?
Go ahead. You can go there, Doc. Go there.
Yes, I used to listen to like Jodeci, mint condition, Bill Big Bowl. But at one stage I had a rap time where I used to listen to a lot of rap like Wu-Tang, Redman, Method Man. So,
Definitely.
you know, I had my rap section and then I had my R&B time.
Right.
I started kind of notice I could sing and I used to hear a guy like Casey from Jodeci. But I used to hear him sing, I used to say, listen man, I love that guy's voice.
Right.
It's London, we never studied to rip a lot. We were just a plain singer. So when we heard the Americans like you guys ripping, we said we want to try some of that.
Right.
So we started to learn some of the riffs from Jodeci and all these other groups and Boys and Men and so we started to study these and I started to study the singers and I started to sing. And the first song that I learned as a Christian song was Eyes on the Sparrow.
Right.
And the only reason why I learned that song was I used to love that film, Sister Act. Yeah, so Sister Act was one of my favorite films at one stage, and then I started to learn that song, Eyes on the Sparrow. And when I sang that song, man, it used to pierce me, touch me, I used to always cry, and I said, Dad, I don't know what's happening to me. I mean, every time I sing this song, and my dad said, you know this song? Even though he used to bring us to Sunday school, bring us to church,
Right.
when we were quite young, they used to force us to church, force us to church, buy us the shoes in the church, that you're going to church.
That's it. I remember those days.
You're going to church.
That's it.
He's all combing up my hair and telling me come, he's putting on my shoes and dressing me to go to church. But anyway, yeah, so, that was the first song I learned, and I said to Dad, listen man, I've got to do this, I've got to come to church and sing at your conference. Man, I came to the church, I started to sing, those times I had cane rolls in my head. Cane rolls going long back down, and I was like, man, stepping into the church.
Right.
Alright, so I sang this song, Eyes on the Sparrow, for my mom and dad were so shocked. People were, getting in the spirit, they were happy, this young guy blessed us today. I broke down, started to cry. I said, Dad, I want to start coming to church, I mean, honestly, seriously, because, I want to get baptized, I want to see God now. This is time to seek Him, and at this time, to be honest, I came in the church. Is this real TV? Can we just keep it real?
Just keep it 100, man. We keep it 100 on keeping it real. That's what it's about, man.
No, stop, because this is going to be great, man. This testimony is good. I mean, even me, telling this testimony, I'm recapping back in my life. Really
Right.
But anyway, came to the church, and man, when I started to sing and said I'm going to see God, and God was really touching my heart, when I started to look around, because, I came from the street where it was all about girls.
Right.
So coming to the church, I saw these ladies, man, and they were single. I was thinking, man, I'm in paradise here.
Right. Yes, sir.
As a pastor's son, all the attention was all on me. And, sometimes pastor's sons, we get covered with so much stuff.
That's right.
People with their, parents with their daughters, sometimes they just want to know, one day you could be with pastor's son.
Right.
So you know what, Doc, man, for me it was a bit strange because coming to church, I thought everyone was peaceful, everyone was, this is where it's going to be, where everything's going to be, straight and people are going to, living for God and, So anyway, I met my wife. This is where I met my wife at one of the crusades. Now, I've been with my wife for 20 years now.
Wow, blessings.
I've met my wife at the church, man. I mean, God bless her, I think that at this time of my transition in life, I needed to settle down to have one woman and say, this is where I'm going to go right now. So, I was with my wife, I've been with my wife for 20 years, she was just about to get baptized. And I remember she was saying, listen, I really, our relationship, we just started a relationship. I think we was about 6 months into it. And she was just about to get baptized. And I said to her, listen, you go and get baptized, I'm coming. About a year after I got baptized, and God just blessed my life. And, we continued to date, and then we got married. Straight after I got baptized, listen, we can't fornicate, we can't go back.
Right.
We've got to keep going forward right now.
Definitely.
Which I had a daughter out of marriage. God, blessed us, and then we got married after.
Right.
Me and my wife right now, we have 7 kids.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yes.
It's
So
a blessing.
like 4 boys and 3 girls.
Right.
And you see, I worshiper now.
There you go. Yes, sir. You're a worshiper.
I'm a worshiper now.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, so you know, we've been together for 20 years, married for 11 years, and you know, with 7 kids, and God's really blessed my ministry after 10 years.
Right.
God's really opened up so much doors for me. I mean, since I've got married 11 years, God just opened up the ministry.
Right.
I've come to the States, I've been to Atlanta, I've been to, New York, Chicago, Mississippi. I've been around and I've worked with some great American artists like Fred Hammond, Marvin Sapp, Donnie McCurdy, Kurt Franklin, Ty Tribbett. I've shared stage with most of all the top artists, and God has really used me here in the UK to be one of UK's leading praise and worship leaders.
Right.
And God has been graceful to me. I mean, Kiki shared, I've shared stage with so many of the gospel artists. I mean, Kevin Jones, Dietrich Haddon.
Right.
But the list goes on. I'm actually working on my album now. I'm going to have 1 or 2 features from the States that will be on my album. So it's going to be great. And God has just blessed me, and I started a radio show now, which, I'm connecting with you guys in America.
Yeah.
I've always got Williams on my show. I'm on one of the biggest secular radio stations here.
Right.
That means that it's not a gospel radio show station, but I have a show on that radio.
Right.
This show is like when Jay-Z and them guys come here, they all come on that radio.
That's right.
They do all the interviews here, Beyonce and that, but God's granted favor that I can have 3 gospel slots,
Right.
3 gospel shows on the same radio. So God's been good, and I'm just glad that, He saved me at the right time, and now He's using me to go back into my community.
That's right.
The place where I used to live in Brixton, they really respect me for the move that I made in Christ, and they've seen not turn back and come forward. I've got a street ministry. What we do when we go in the corner, where it's called hood up, where we put our hoodies up and we dress down and we go back to the community and we do outreaches, and it's just brilliant.
Hey, that's a blessing. Hey, hold your thought there, Doc. We're going to take a break right quick like chance, and we'll be back. You're watching Keeping It Real Talk Show on Channel 2, Troy Cable.
Told never to return, never to surrender. Car salesman.
Tonight, we sell them all.
At Elba Chevron Travel Center, breakfast is served every morning and lunch every day. If you want some good food and friendly service, come on down to Elba Chevron Travel Center, located at 990 West 203 Bypass, Elba, Alabama, 36323. Go Tigers.
Come on down to Baker Street. How about big town variety for small town price? And Baker Street is the place to eat. We are located at 979 Highway 203 in Elba, Alabama. We also serve seafood, steaks, oysters, and more. You can dine in and carry out. We're open 7 days a week. Let Baker Street cater your next event.
And we're back. Mr. Sandy's testimony. And I want you to hear this because, man, your testimony is blessing us here on the Troy Cable Network, and we want you to, finish up your, testimony.
Yeah, so as I was saying earlier, and it's just like God has done some great stuff in my life, and to look back where He's brought me from to where He's brought me now, I just have to thank God for His grace and His mercy, man. I mean, but I still hear some stuff that happens out in the hood, like with friends that have passed away and stuff, and how streets have really changed with all the gang culture. I mean, gang culture's really gone out of proportion right now. We got a thing in London called area code. You guys see that there?
Called what now?
It's called area code.
Area codes, yes, we do that. We do that.
Zip code.
Yes, definitely, we do that here.
So,
We do
so
that.
zip code is the zip code that certain gangs can't go into certain areas.
Right.
And it could be like 5 minutes around the block.
Uh-huh.
They still couldn't. So these things are happening like crazy here in England.
Right.
In the gang culture. Also, you know, we've even adapted to the blood that we've got back here.
Right.
You know, they all come over. You know, we've got that culture here where they wear the bandanas, the red bandanas.
Right.
They're doing that in London, England now as well. So the gang culture has really changed. But you know, for our street ministry, we're still going out there and doing what we can do to save the young people of the streets, man.
Right.
But anyway, as I was saying, you know, after being married to my wife for 10 years, and God has really blessed my ministry. I mean, as I said, we're doing radio now. We're starting to do movies. We're making films.
Right.
You know, Christian films, real stories. The movies are going to be like real stories. You know, how people got saved from the ghetto and now living for Christ and turning to preachers, and some are turning to bishops, you know, and some are turning to judges in the courthouses. So we're keeping it real and doing these real movies. Now we might need two of you guys to star in some of these movies.
Definitely.
Maybe you guys should come over and be one of the actors.
Right. Definitely.
That would be a blast, right?
Oh yeah. Yes, sir. Definitely.
So yeah, I mean, I've had the privilege as well to work with many preachers, and like, you know, Benny Hinn, Morris Cirillo, wanted to Biden, TJ, and when I thank God for this, because I used to watch TVN.
Right.
And BET, because BET was the first station that brought the American churches to us here in London. Station that brought the American churches to us here in London before TVN came. And TVN's been around in London for over 10 years now. So, but BET was the first to show us some of the church clips,
Right.
Meet Benny Hinn. I'm going to meet these guys. I didn't know why I said that, but at the time, but I knew, because God had something, and I think sometimes God's gonna. It's like God needs us to be in a position. You know when it says that your gift will make room.
Definitely.
There's a new Jasper generation rising up.
Right.
What is new Jasper generation?
Right.
God's gonna allow us to sit beside these guys because there's a new movement.
That's right.
That's gonna take place, and I just wanna thank God for what He's doing in my life and in your life as well. I mean, doing this TV.
Right.
Just about media like never before.
That's right.
You know, we're connected from London to Alabama.
Right. That's right.
I thank God for that. Now, Doc, man, I'm going to leave this bit up with you guys, man. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great, man. Just your testimony was a blessing, you know.
Yes,
I know you saw us in here just tune in to you, you know what I'm saying? Man, it's just so, man, your testimony is amazing, you know. It's similar, you know, to my life as well. I've been married only 16 years, you know, and I tell you, man, you know, raised up in the hood, you know, same as you, and you know, and I listened to you tell your testimony how, you know, you went back into the hood, and that's what we're doing, you know, going back into our neighborhood and bringing the kids up and out. You know, we just did a summer day camp for 6 weeks, and when we pulled the kids out, we had over 150 kids, you know, registered for the program, and just a blessing, you know. We had a great time, and so, and people respect you, you know. When I heard you talk about that, you know, remind me of when I come to the neighborhood here, how, you know, some of the people, they would take their beers and they will put them behind their back, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And man, just the respect alone, you know, so look at God, you know. And man, it, you know, it's just a blessing, you know. Some of the things are similar, and you know, it's a blessing to have you on the show, you know. On Keeping It Real Talk Show, able to, you know, bring you forth on this network, man. You have been a blessing to me as well. You know, I come on your radio station there. You was talking about Lightning, you know, FM, you know, is a secular, you know, radio station, and I'm grateful just to be able to come on your show, man. You know.
Listen, I mean, when you preach on that station, you get so much emails and people say, man, who's this guy? When's he coming over to England? And you know, so you gotta get to come over because they're running your ministry here through that radio network. You know, it's just brilliant. And just wanna, you know, I just wanna say keep what you're doing, keep doing what you're doing.
Right. Definitely, man.
Yeah, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What's the main difference between UK gospel and US gospel?
Could you say that again?
What do you think the main difference is between UK gospel and US gospel?
Well, let me just break it down as that. With the UK gospel, we're still trying to get a gospel scene here. So it's gospel music you're saying, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, because in America, you guys wouldn't know too much of the UK gospel acts. But in America, it seems like, you know, with you guys, you got some fresh beats, some good producers, some great worship leaders. I mean, we have it all here. But what it is that we haven't got a gospel scene here. So we've got a lot of gospel rappers, gospel worship leaders, we've got gospel R&B, but it's just not networked into America. And I think America's a place where it's kind of hard to bring in the States. But if you can make it happen, I'm telling you, it's great. But I mean,
Right.
with your music in the States, it's just different. I mean, you guys got the producers there, man. You guys got some real fantastic artists.
Right. Hey, and you know what's funny is we have our sound tech is a producer, and I just want you to see he's a young man, Minister Samuel, and I want to bring him to the set. By the way, Deshaun Elba. I know he wasn't expecting to come on. I want you to see this young man. This young man is talented. Come on, Deshaun. He is our sound tech, man, and he makes things happen here at Keeping It Real, you know, talk show. I mean, he's talented. I mean, you talking about talent, man? You know, I know he's not dressed. He just came to, you know, just to work a little bit, you know, and he just came to, you know, just to work a little bit, you know, and man, he is a young guy, and he's only come on in, man, you can have a seat. He's only 17 years of age.
Wow.
You know, and this is a young guy, you know, and
Yeah, man.
and
How you
he's-
doing, dog?
I'm good. How about you?
Man, I'm blessed, man. I'm great to meet a great producer.
Great to see you.
So what's your
I love
wow.
music.
Now I tell you this, I mean, for a 17-year-old juicy track and say that he do it all, I mean, there's a lot of UK artists that are looking for producers.
right.
So this interview is great because I mean, you know, for me and you to be connected, it will be great for them to know about yourself as well. And,
Right.
You know, to hear your work and stuff.
Right.
So what made you think of doing produce work?
Well, that right there, that's a little. I'm not sure. It just came to me. So I mean, I love music. I've been loving music ever since I was a little kid, man. So it's just
Okay.
always been that.
All right, man. Bless you, Doc, man. And I just pray that you keep doing what you're doing. And one day you can produce the first UK artist, man. It could even be me.
Oh yeah. I know.
Bless you, man.
Yes, young guy. And my hats are off to him, you know.
Yeah.
We were recording last week, and we brought him on the set, and we began to talk about how he got started. He got started at the age of 14. You know, probably 13. I believe it was 13. Age 13. Age of 13. And he's still producing, man. You know, just a blessing.
So tell me something. You don't mind if I ask you guys
Go ahead.
about London. What have you guys heard about England that you guys would really like to come to London? Is it just a different, like, what do you guys do? How do you guys find England by hearing? I mean, do you guys come to England?
You go ahead.
I really haven't heard anything about England, to be honest. I mean, I would love to come over there. You know, I've never been outside the state, so that would be great to make that trip. But yeah, it'll be nice to learn something from you guys' culture, something like that. You know, how England gets down.
I see.
Definitely. Yeah.
There's a nice, the English culture is similar to you guys. Because they say we kind of rub off to be like Americans.
Uh-huh.
They say. But, you know, there's a nice culture here. There's, you know, we've got various of Europeans, Italians, Portugal, Brazilians, Africans, you know, English, Jamaicans, you know, there's a lot of Caribbean in England as well, people.
Right.
Did you guys have a lot of Caribbeans in your country?
We have few, but we don't have a lot. We don't have a lot of Caribbeans here, you know.
Yeah, London's full, man.
Right.
Caribbean, that's the...
Definitely. You know, and I would love to come, you know, to see sightsee, and you know, I was telling Chance, I said, one of these days we'll be able to come over, which we're gonna come over and be able to do, you know.
Especially work with your community projects, because I also do the community project here.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I'm gonna be in America in September. I'm actually now working with, do you know Common, the rapper?
Oh yeah, I do.
Yes, yeah, I do.
Come on, Tim.
Yeah.
Common.
Definitely.
But anyway, yeah, Common the rapper got a community fund base, what he does. It's called Common Foundation. They work with a lot of street communities and a lot of young people. So he's now connected with our community foundation that we have. So we're going to be coming over to see how he runs his youth community and what he does for the young people there. He's setting up a college and stuff like that. So we're coming out to work alongside with him.
Yeah.
He's got like a 2-day festival.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to be a part of Common Foundation Festival with our community project. So it would be great to work and bring in Alabama and see what we can do together.
Definitely, I would love it. We would love to do that. And we just be blessings over your ministry. And we'll be back in touch with you. I want you to look at that. You're already looking at the camera, but is there anything, there's somebody that's watching this show, you know, tonight, what can you tell them, you know, what can you tell them by way of an encouraging word?
Now, I want to speak to someone that's probably feeling discouraged, probably heartbroken, feeling that, you know, it's all over. My dreams look like they're dying. I just want you to know tonight, I'm speaking here from London, UK, to let you know that your dreams shall not die. What God has created inside you is about to take place. The new birth is about to take place. And whatever the devil has tried to tell you that, you know, and you probably see your friends excelling in life. People all around you seems like they're getting on with life and things are happening to them. And it looks like things ain't really happening for you. You know, I want to tell you that your seasons change, your time has come, and whatever you're going through today, in America, wherever you are, you're watching us on the YouTube, you could be watching us from a different country. I want you to know today that the dream inside you is still alive. You've got to keep it alive and know that, you know, whatever the devil tries, you were born to win. And because you were born to win, you're going to be victorious over everything. And sometimes you feel like you don't even make, there might be someone thinking that I don't even want to go back to church. I've been churched, I've been preached at, I've spin 3 times, I've fallen on the floor 5 times, I've given someone a high five 10 times and my life's still the same. I want you to know that God has not given up on you. Whatever God has destined for your life, you're about to make it. Tomorrow's going to be a bright new day. Just rise up and know that God is on your side. Be blessed, be strong, and know that you will come to win.
Wow. We'd like to say thanks for tuning in to Keeping It Real Talk Show. We'll see you next week at the same time. Be blessed is our prayer.